Should be online. I believe I'm online. Come on, TradingView. We are up and running. And just checking on the YouTube stream. Sorry guys, process of launching or getting started takes a few minutes. And we're up. We're good. Thank you for tuning in to another chart mastery session. This is going to be your usual chart mastery. I'm going to cover BTC, Ether, Link, everything. Indices, some stocks, whatever altcoins you want to show me. And yeah, so what the heck are these markets up to, right? We saw some savage sell-off last week, right? As of last stream, we had BTC on the weekly. We had an EMA. We had the CHED EMA. It's set as my standard, right? And we'd seen, I think on Friday, right? On Friday, we saw the weekly EMA hold. Dang. Just ripped my mic out of the stand. So on Friday, we saw the weekly EMA hold, and then now we're seeing, right? I said, hey, we're likely missing a Fib retest too, so I wouldn't be optimistic off this being bottom. And literally, this blue line is from my last week, under 40122, and now we saw that retest happen again, right? And we're seeing reflexivity, right? Reflexivity is when bulls come into the market and say, you know what, screw you, we're coming in full force, right? And when I see this volume on the last couple of hours, right, we see this doji get put in over here, and then like a bullish engulfing, right? That to me is indicative of buying interest here, right? And it's been nice to see after all this selling off that we've experienced, right? Now, what other levels are like confirming this? It's been tricky, right? It's been tricky. One thing I did notice today, I didn't really highlight it in Discord, is that where we were putting in reflexivity, right, was like an extension, a 1.2 extension of this last range. So ideally, everybody in this range has been stopped out, liquidated, right, and just out, unless like they're spot traders, right, and they just keep buying the dip. So 39,745, right, like that was a fib level. We could have interacted with it. I didn't have full confidence in it. I still have my Luna long and a Link long. And now what we're seeing is, ideally, we want to see what's going on with the bearish 61.8, right, because as I mentioned before, right, based off this move, that we were in bearish continuation until otherwise, right? So when we saw this impulse down and the 61.8 retracement at 51,000, right, it was bearish continuation. So ideally, we want to start seeing this kind of setup where we see an impulse down, and we want to see bearish continuation fail. We want to see bulls regaining these bearish 61.8 for bullish continuation, right? It's only continuation until it's not, and it's always continuation until it's not. What's up, Delilah? What's up, Cooley? Just saying hi to my people on YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in. So back what I was saying is, it's always continuation until it's not, and at this point we're starting to move past what I would call bearish continuation. We want to see what happens with the retest of 41,619, right? And yeah, get something more tradable than a wick down. All right, that covers BTC. According to my fibs, we did ring that target, the extension target, and we're seeing reflexivity there. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the day plays out. If we still get some more buying volume today has been really, really like sexy, good for bulls. Like on these hourly, I think we saw like a lot more reflexive volume than we had seen on any other bottom that we rang on the last couple of hours. So I think it's gonna be interesting. All right, let's look at ETHUSD. Ooh. So with Ether, I was looking for a 61.8 bullish retrace, right? I think when you were here, I was saying I don't trust this flagging wedge formation. It didn't look right, and I would not long support or long a quote unquote breakout. I would wait for support, and now we're dumped past the formation that everybody was asking about, and we're going lower. 3160 should hold, right? We want to see it reclaimed at least. So let's kind of draw this one from scratch, or actually just look at what the last swing did. See if we get a 61.8 holding. We did quite get there, not there fully, depending on which low we consider for the swing. I think if we take this like this last one, right, this last low gives us 28.922. I don't know if we got there, 29.22. I don't know if what was the low on that candle. Low on the candle was 29.28. So maybe it rang, maybe it didn't, right? But if we do see continuation off this 61.8, then I would want to see, some kind of like real dead cat rally, right? Like a 35.22, like a real move up. I did put in a long on Ether, like right at 30.20, right? And it came up, and then I got stopped out on profits up here, and did not try to recatch bottom. Didn't do it on Ether. Kind of wanted to let the market play out and give some more consolidation and see like more hope, because it's been looking pretty bad. All right, that covers Ether, right? We want to see 29 hold. And then if not, then it's bearish continuation until it's not, right? So where would be the next bearish continuation? We can take this swing high and drop it down, and we haven't even gotten there yet. Like we haven't gotten to 31. So ETH is kind of losing a little bit of steam for now. All right. Let's look at Link. Link has been climbing, right? I still think. Let's do a 240, right? It's doing a bit of a symmetrical triangle. We don't want a premature break. Like we saw what happened on Raven. It broke out and then it dumped almost a triangle support, right? But the rest of the market dumped too. So it's interesting. Link's been showing some strength. And I'm just going to move this over. And my Link longs, I'm still targeting that $30 mark, $29, $30 mark, right? 30, 12, I've got the alert here. And I had an alert at 23. I can get rid of that now. I'm not looking to fill more longs, yes, but I am looking to sell at 30, right? At least take some profit on my longs here. And then see what happens overhead. Indices. That's what's next on my my analysis, right? If you guys want me to cover your charts, some altcoins, some stocks, please show me the tickers. Start showing them now. My allergies are wigging out today, so bear with me. ES is looking dumpy, right? It's looking rather dumpy. It did break past like the last 61.8, right, which does not look very promising on this swing. If you go down a little lower, right, it's trying to hold 45.99. Don't have an ES trade open anymore, right? I had a long and you stopped out, so we want to see what happens at 45.99. I still have my QQQ longs, right? So my TQQQs did not stop out. And today would be like the final day to figure out what I want to do with them, as we are testing that 61.8 on the QQQ on the NQ. So it would be most ideal to get a close above 15,276 on the NQ, or QQQ price would be 372, right? So we're looking for that close above 372, and if we don't, then probably want to go to cash. I do. Right, that's my plan. All right, VPAG. There's not a lot of chart data for me on here. I'm sorry, Delilah. I might not be able to get you an ETA on this one. Yeah, it looks like there's really nothing for me to analyze. It's just a couple of candles, right? No idea there. Harmony. Jeez. Do the daily. This looks interesting. It looks like it wants to break out until it doesn't, right? Like 32 cents was resistance 3 times around. So at this point, I would think it still is resistance, right? The fact that it's breaking above 28.756, like, yeah, this would be probably coming. To me, it looks like it's coming down, especially if the rest of the market's gonna dump. Like, this is probably gonna follow through with it. Until it gets above 28.756, I wouldn't consider it bullish, right? It needs to break that bearish continuation, right, and then to go up. But if it's below, then I would expect bearish continuation until otherwise. Atom USD. Atom's been really strong, especially with the rest of the market selling off. It's just like, it's been a performer. I think it's still looking ring $4, right? What the just happened? I think it's still looking for, it's like ring that 49.21 mark, right? The $50 mark, it said 4, right? The $59 mark. The fact that it's holding above 35 is promising, right? This looks like it wants to try, and I think next target is going to be 49.21, $50. That would be the next zone on Atom. And at this point, like, I would probably move a stop to here, especially if the rest of the market's gonna keep acting up. That would be it. All right. Let's look at Luna. We're seeing like a real push-pull right at 70, right? We're seeing bulls want to hold it as support. Also, you get like more critical analysis, right? More like actionable fib target, right? 62.95. During this dump, I posted this in Discord. A couple of you guys saw it. It was in the chat. It wasn't in like a signal section. I said, hey, I'm looking to long Luna at 63. And that's exactly where we got that turn, right at 62.95. I still have this long open. I tried another long today, and it got stopped out, like just the partial ad. And as of now, right, we want to see it hold above 70 for first of all, we want to see it hold above 70. And then we want to see another type of move. We want to see it get above 71. And if we don't, then I would say, just like everything else, it's bearish continuation until it's not. I haven't done a Wyckoff distribution schematic on BTC in a long time. Cooley's asking me on YouTube what I think of Wyckoff accumulation distribution. I haven't done a distribution, like I haven't looked at BTC with like Wyckofian method in a long time. So if you want to tell me which schematic you think it's using, we can compare that, and I'll probably drop something in Discord about it. It could be, but I haven't done that, right? But for now, like, I mean, there's a lot of ways to read charts, right? I do like my fibs better than anything else. Like we can see what's happening here and here, right? And like 30,000, and now we're seeing 40,000, right? So only like realistically, we do want to see some kind of pullback upwards for a failed 61.8 before any other kind of move. All right, so let's give you some more tickers. You guys on TradingView are really slacking in terms of tickers. I don't know if you can't hear me or you just don't want to participate. PYR, USD, there's not a tether to it. Oh, it's an ugly chart. Okay, it's a less ugly chart. I mean, are we looking at the same thing? I don't even know. Vulcan Forged. I don't know. I mean, we did get a $52 top here, right? And then 45 was a candle body close. You want to see 21 hold as support, and if it doesn't, then it probably continue down. And if it does break out to the upside, you want to start seeing $28. Like if it breaks 26, you want to see what happens at 28. RMRK. This looks interesting. I don't necessarily have an opinion here. It's below the 61.8, right? So being below the 61.8 retrace, so this major move, I'm not a big fan. Now we've seen things hit the 786 and like run, but the likelihood of that happening is less, right? I don't really trade just KuCoin coins, right? I tend to only trade things that are on like a lot of exchanges, like Bittrex and Binance minimum. So I tend to stay out of these types of charts personally. What's going on here? Yeah, this gives us more clarity, right? So in terms of extensions, we did have yeah, so 20 to hold was critical on as a retracement and a retracing extension. So now you see what happens at 26, right? Another move up in 29, another move down. You can expect 20 or like 15, 14, and so forth. Jeez. I don't know. This thing is really cheap. And I would assume like continuation down until it's not. If 1621 starts holding on like the next retest, that'd be good. Maybe you can get 17. If not, then 13. But like, I can see why we're seeing support here, right? And there's a bit of a like a descending broadening wedge, or like a revert. Yeah, it's definitely a descending broadening wedge here on the 4 hour. It did retest. I don't know if it's enough to put a bottom. Right? I don't know if it's enough to put a bottom. But the fact that it's here, it's broken the previous lows, right? I think could think about start moving up again. I'm gonna look behind me, get some chart ideas. Yeah, it looks like everything's selling back off again, right? Indices, stocks, even BTC, right? So if as long as that 61.8 doesn't become support, right, then I'd expect bearish continuation. Well, BTC is actually holding it, right? So 41,629 is actually, we want to see that hold as support, and then see more volume come in and pick the chart back up to like the larger 61.8 and just basically work our way up there. Work our way back up to like 44,242. That would be nice. But, you know, here it was starting to get squeezy. Here bulls really started to fight. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. I'm not saying we're not going to go lower, but I'd like to see like a real dead cat on a larger swing before we go lower. It would be more profitable for everybody. It'd be like a bull trap and then a dump, right? It'd be amazing. Or I want to see some kind of reversal. Like, I'm tired of this selling. We've been selling off since like for months now, right? Since November. Hi guys, I'm gonna call it a wrap. Thank you all for tuning into today's stream. I'm glad that, you know, we did ring that Fib target. It didn't quite leave, you know, quite close and then not ring it. It gives me more hope for a potential turn, right? And then again above that bearish 61.8 is promising. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back live again on Wednesday, and same time, same place.